Hi there, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and thanks for watching. These are my videos about flying the X-Plane simulator, and this is the second video of my playlist number 11 series about our first cross-country flight. In this video, we will do the pre-takeoff checklist for my flight from the Walterboro, South Carolina airport to the Summerville airport. I'm sitting on the ramp at Walterboro, also known as the Low Country Regional Airport, KRBW. The sky is clear, the winds are calm, the engine is running, and I will look around and we'll see if we can see anything. I'll pan around over here. There's an airplane there. There's an airplane down there. No airplanes over there. Airplanes under the shelters there. So we look like we're in good shape. Okay, so now let's talk about all the things I brought with me. The first thing in the upper right-hand corner is the checklist, which I'll get to in a minute. But the first thing on the checklist is to review all the documents and stuff you bring with you when you're flying. So this approach plate here is for the Low Country Regional Airport, and it's good to know that the frequency of the weather is there, and the runways, and the elevation of the airport, and so forth. But of particular importance for me is the minimum safe altitude, or MSA, within a 25 nautical miles is 2,100 feet. And if you look over here for the Summerville Airport, it's the same thing. MSA of 2,100 feet within 25 nautical miles. And so now that I got those done, I'll let them disappear down in the corner. And here is a standard sectional. And right here you can see the Low Country Regional Airport. That's where we are. We're going to go over to Summerville. We got a Vance VOR right up here, and the Charleston Air Force Base and the Charleston International Runway is right here, and there's a VOR on the field there. Okay, so let's look at the checklist. We've gone through the approach plates, and now I will check the interior of the cabin. I use a key number 7 for that. That lets me come inside and see. First off, you can see the brake down here at the bottom is in the parking brake position. I'll click it off and then click it back on, and that's the normal pressure for the brake for stopping on the runway or while you're taxiing or whatever. Okay. The flaps are up, and back to the checklist, you'll see the next thing is the heading bug. Use key T. So I'll hit the T button. Excuse me. So this is just what our heading is. We're pointing, I guess, sort of southeast here. And over here is the heading bug. I'm going to move the heading bug because we want to take off on runway 05. Okay, that's a heading of 052 magnetic, and so I want the heading bug to be on that 052 magnetic. Okay, so that's good. We'll go back and look outside for a minute. I like this view because when I'm en route, I can see everything, including the brake and all that stuff. Okay. So the heading bug is set. Now we want to do the ADF. I have a button for the ADF panel right here, and you can also see the Garmin. So the ADF is set to 365. The backup channel is 329, which is an ADF on the final approach into Charleston. So that's set. Okay. Make sure that the ADF dial is set to north. So this ADF outside dial can move, but I don't really ever like moving it. So it's always set to north. The arrow pointing in this direction means that's where the Somerville Airport is, because we're locked in and we can receive it here. Okay, so what else we got? The channels, you can see that the 113.5 is Charleston, and it's the primary VOR, VOR1. Down here, VOR2 is 110.4, which is the Vance VOR. If you come over here, this is set to intercept a radial of 185, and that's where we're going to make our turn after takeoff. We're going to fly straight ahead. When we get to that radial, we're going to start a turn. And this is set to 167, which is when you're at 167 on the at a certain distance from the Vance VOR, you'll be over the Somerville Airport. Okay, so what else we got? Okay, the PDF range, yes, I like the PDF range over here, the primary flight display in the Garmin. I like this range to be 0, actually 1 mile, as low as you can get. The reason for that is I can't use it to cheat and see which way I'm going. And last but not least, I'll go back to here. So up here we have a clock, and it's not ready for being a count-up timer, so I'm going to hit my key V as in Victor, and now it's set to 0. If I hit the S key, it'll start. 1, 2, I'll stop it, hit the A to reset. So I have keys to make that easy to use. Okay, so timer set. Now the D key is very important. So I'm going to zoom in to the heading bug, and if this has been running enough, I think, when I hit the D key, you'll see the heading jump a little bit. No, didn't jump. I've been running it long enough. Okay, about every 5 minutes, you need to hit that D key, and I have a little desk timer over here that beeps every 5 minutes while I'm flying. So that's what we will do. Okay, so I think that's the end of the checklist. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned to the next video where we will take off and head to Somerville.